And so that was an incentive about trying to do something, and I felt there's just so much commonality out there. We're all human beings. We all, you know, have hearts. We're all compassionate. We're all, you know, we all want to do good. I believe that's what everybody has innate, and so that's where I came up with our common beliefs. Because it's my passion to you know, be able to get people together. So we even have a small group we get together once in a while, and John, his person, started joining us. And we just get together and you know, share different scriptures from each other and get to know each other on a human basis and become friends. And so that's important. And I invite people to my house, you know, and so, you know, that's important that you see where we're, you know, my husband's an architect, he works in the city, and you know, Ollie's going to be working in Connecticut. Sharif works in the gym with kids, and he's really good with kids. I never thought that. Right? Sure. And they love him. So he's famous there. And so, you know, it's important to, there's, you know, I have my mother's friend from when she was in high schools here from Cairo. They went to English-British school together. And so I went to British schools when I was in Egypt. And then I came here to the public school, so that was a kind of a shock after, you know, being in a British school. So it was kind of opposite. I do a whole presentation on, you know, because I'm involved in refugees, and I do a whole presentation about what my life was like for 10 years in Egypt, and then coming here, and the difficulty as a child of going through that. And I can't imagine being separated from my parents. I mean, just that concept is beyond me. So I think, George, the more we talk, the more we can break bread together, the more we get to know each other, the more we're not afraid of each other. And I think that's really important. You know, scarves shouldn't scare people. Yeah.
Would you speak to the scarf? I think you mentioned that you didn't wear a scarf at one point in time, and then you made a change, I guess.
Yeah.
And why was that?
Everybody goes through their own journey. Some people, depending on their family, are brought up since they're young, covering their hair. And my family, except my grandmother, covered her hair, and that I remember. At that time in Egypt, nobody really covered their hair. I don't remember ever it being discussed or anything. And then I came here and made friends from all different parts of the world, and a lot of them were covered. Some of them didn't cover their hair. And I would ask questions, you know. And it's a personal, I mean, for me it was a personal decision that took some time. And then I went on the pilgrimage, and I said, if this is the only thing that I can do, you know, for me to please God, like I feel like the nuns when I went to Catholic high school, so we had nuns who always wore habits, and it's kind of like I'm always conscious of God all the time. Like, you know, I don't wear it at home, but sometimes in the winter I do because I'm cold. but you know, it's just you know, we're all creatures of habit, and after it was a lot. I'll never forget when I came and I decided, and I was going to the gym, and I would put it on and I'd leave. And I'm like, you know, I would wear like a kerchief to the gym, and I'd come back out like this, and I'm like, oh, and I put my hat with a coat and run. And I was like really like self-conscious, and then I realized I was self-conscious, but nobody else really, you know, everybody knew me, and they were cool. They were cool with it. It didn't bother them. I was the one who was self-conscious. So, but after a while it changed.
Thank you.
Yes. You had a question?
Yes. Is there any concept of reincarnation in Islam, as well as what is the concept of hell?
What is
hell?
Hell? Okay, so reincarnation that I know of, no. There's no concept of reincarnation that I know of. I'd rather talk about heaven than hell. But yeah, we believe that there is a hell and there's a heaven, yes. And yeah, we don't want to be there. We don't want to even spend 1 second there, because the Quran is very, you know, descriptive about both. And I like the descriptions of heaven a lot more. So I think God has given us a heaven here if I know Sister Benny and I are very into climate, and, that's like a big passion with us, and, she's taken me in front of Governor Cuomo's